I was just reading like for fun. It wasn't like a learning book. It was like this fantasy book I was reading, and I was like, I read for like 2 hours this morning, and she was like in the bedroom, like trying to like get back to sleep, and I didn't tell her. I just read, and she like thought I was working or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I got like 2 hours reading done today. She's like, oh, why didn't you tell me? Like she like got like upset. She was like, why didn't you tell me? I would have wanted to read with you in the room. I want to spend time with you, blah blah blah. And like the first thing that comes to your head is like, oh yeah, like I could have just told her. But then I have to realize, and this is like really important for everyone here, it's like as soon as that becomes something that's important, like as soon as like I have to think, oh shit, like maybe I should tell my girl I'm reading, you know, like then everything I do, I'm thinking, oh shit, like should I tell her I have to do this? You know, I gotta tell her. I like, you know, how would she think about like me doing this or whatever?
She gets the power.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and she doesn't.
Yeah, see, like for me, that's more like me. Yeah, no, I mean, get that. I mean, like, part of you wants to tell them, but at the same time, you're like, I don't want to sound like needy. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Like, try to get their approval. It's like just better left it unsaid.
Yeah.
Do your own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Again, that's why I ask, like, hey, why aren't you in the calls more?
Yeah, you know, again, that's, yeah, I mean, that's usually the main reason, but yeah, no, that's why I said, when I can, I try, but yeah.
Yeah, I would, yeah, because, like, I mean, relationship management, arguably, and actually not arguably, it's not arguable, because, like, I went on, just literally basically for the YouTube video, and I'm making some training and stuff with the text message I've been getting from it, but, like, I went on, like, basically, like, 5 dates, like, 4 different girls in the last like 3 days, just like boom, boom, boom for like, you know. And so I did that in the last like 3 days, and that was way easier than managing my relationship. So it's like relationship management and like keeping a strong frame, especially when you really care about the girl, and you have like these goals that like might not even align with like what her life goals are, and you just have to like lay down the line and be like, hey, you need to like not in like a dickish way, but like, hey, you need to be okay with this. Like, this is where my life's going. That's like almost harder than getting girls to meet on dates and like want to have sex with you and stuff like that. Like, that's more difficult because it's like long term, and you start to get feelings for the girl. It's harder to like set that really like strong frame. Yeah. And so it's like, that is like, I think, you know, make it once a month. Like, I would say like make it a goal, like once a month on a Sunday, like show up to one of these calls and just like try to
no that's fine. No for sure, that's why I said that's fine. And I'm gonna try to make more of an effort. That's why I try to answer more questions when I can, when I see them. I'm like, oh, I can actually offer advice on this. But
yeah, definitely do. Because like, if you can just come and write down one question, like, hey, I got into an argument about this and this month, like, how did I handle it? You know, what could I have done better? Like, that's going to be really valuable. So, cool. Awesome, man.
Okay, so, yeah, I've mainly been fixing my sleep schedule and everything, and that's going good. And then, I don't know, like, at some point, I think it was after the live video that you and Troy did, like, the challenge, sort of what was it? You always have like a specific name for it, like sort of the mission of the week or focus of the week. But anyway, so then I made that post. I saw you commented on it as well. So like in that train of thought, I thought back to like the times I went out. And then I remembered like the name of the girl. And then I don't know if it's kind of weird, but I like went to the university Instagram page and then I typed in her name and then I then I found her.
The whole research thing.
Yeah. And well, and then I shot her a message. Well, first I asked like, what should I send? And then I ended up sending something like whether she got lost at the bathroom stalls or something, because like that was the last time we spoke. And like she was like, okay, I'm gonna go now. I was like, okay, I'll see you later or something. And I didn't end up seeing her, so I was like, if she got lost or something or whatever. And then, well, she replied within like a couple of hours. Like, it was a pretty positive reply, at least it seemed like, but I don't really know like what to do from there on out. It's not really that it's like you said as well, like low stakes and everything. It's not either that I'm like very into the girl or whatever, but I just want to get more experience with this stuff, I guess.
So, yeah, I think that, like, with stuff like this, just don't be afraid. Like, I think, just don't be afraid for her to find out you're attracted to her. Like, you don't have to do anything specific to be like, okay, this is how I tell her or whatever. Just, like, don't be scared of it. Like, if she finds out, she finds out. Like, I'm a grown enough man to know that, like, if she finds out I like her, and like I think she's hot, then like I can just own that and be like, okay, yeah, I do, of course I do, but you know, we can be friends. Like I don't really care, you know. It's like it's all good. Because basically it's like the moment that I got to the point where I was like, and this was even kind of before I had, it was like after I had some sex, but like I hadn't had a ton of experience. I just was kind of like, I got to the point where even if I didn't fully mean it, like it would have hurt still. I was still like, yeah, I mean, I think you're attractive, but like, if nothing happens, cool. You know, like all good.
Yeah.
And as soon as you're not afraid for her to find out, that's when you start communicating in a way more attractive way, just more naturally. Because you stop filtering yourself. You're like, oh, but would that be too much? Would that be whatever? And you also stop trying to force it, because that's another thing. Like, when you're trying to make sure she finds out you're attracted to her in like the best way possible, like you end up just saying it in a fucking weird way, like and like just like flirting with her in like super out of left field ways, where it's like, you know, and you're basically like the verbal equivalent of the guy that like is like looking around on the date and then like randomly tries to kiss the girl or whatever. It's like, so you can avoid.
I guess
that.
I'd have more of a tendency like that than the opposite thing, because like, I don't know, I try to like think out some far-fetched like thing to link it into, and then it probably end up being a message which she doesn't understand at all, and I only understand because I've been thinking about that message for like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, no, that shit happens a lot. Yeah. That's what it really comes down to. I'm gonna try to go ahead.
Yeah. So I guess I just have to like just message her what I think is right, with the mindset of like not giving a shit if she finds out.
Yeah.
Always
like,
be real.
Yeah. Like the best way to describe it is like, you don't have to, like, you can flirt with her without, like, try flirting with her without worrying about the consequences. Like, because that's what makes good flirting actually good. Is like, I think it's literally the definition. It's like basically showing interest without serious intentions. That's like what flirting, like the definition of it is. Yeah. And so it's like, if you can actually, like, the problem when guys flirt and they flirt bad is like, they try to flirt, but they have very serious intentions. They're like, oh my god, I really want this girl to like me because I said this. When it's like, I'm just kind of having fun. I'm fucking with her.
Yeah.